So hello friends, welcome to our channel Emerging Techno. So today I have given an interview for the TCS Ninja role and now I am going to share my interview experience with you. So without wasting further time, let's start the interview questions. So the first question asked to me is tell me about self. In this question you have to tell your name, from where you belong to, your hobbies, your strength, the project you have done, and also about your family. Second question asked to me is which certification do you have done. In this question you have to tell which certification you have done in these last years. And third question is describe what you have learned in that certification. Means you have to tell which language you have learned and what are the content of that course in this question. So the next question asked to me is does you are doing some extracurriculum activities, in which you can tell the extracurriculum activities you are doing. The fifth question asked to me is does this internship is taking place in offline mode or in online mode. So as I have told that I have doing an internship, so they asked me question related to this. The sixth question is what is the objective of this training. So they asked me if you are doing this training, then what is the objective of this training, and I explained them what is the objective of my doing this training. My seventh question is what they are teaching in this technical training. So they asked me if you are doing the technical training, then what they are teaching you in this technical training. And after that they asked me the next question is how many languages do you know. In this question you can tell all the languages you know, and also be aware that they can ask any question on that language. So the next question asked to me is does database is a language, in which you can explain the definition of database and why it is not a language. The ninth question asked to me is what is the logic for finding the palindrome. So they asked me what is the logic for finding the palindrome, in which you have to give logic using any language you are comfortable with, but be aware this logic will be correct. My next question is also related to the previous question, is does in this logic of the palindrome I need to use a for loop or not. So the next question they asked me is do you have done any paper presentation for your project. So in this question you can tell any project you have done, and also you have your presentation of that project. So as I didn't done any project, so I tell them that in this semester I am going to do a project, and I am also selected the topic of that project. So the next question they asked me is with how many team member you are doing this project. So in this question you can tell how with how many members you are doing that project. The next question is explain your project. In this question I have explained my whole project, so you can also explain your project in this question. What does you think you have learned to complete your project. So my next question is what does you think you have learned to complete your project. In this question you can mention the technologies you have to learn for completing your project. So the next question they ask me is which database you are going to use for this project. In this question you can tell which database you are going to use for your project, or which database you are used for your project. The last question asked to me is do you have any questions, in which you can ask the query related to that company if you had one, and if not you can say no sir thank you, and you can end the interview. So like, share and subscribe for the more update.